Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula and Madison Keys react as Danielle Collins shows off beautiful sight. Danielle Collins recently gave her home a makeover, specifically her kitchen. She recently flaunted the stunning renovations she had gotten done to her kitchen, which drew reactions from WTA stars like Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula and Madison Keys. Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula and Madison Keys react to Danielle Collins' stunning kitchen renovations. Collins took to social media and shared a series of photos highlighting her newly renovated kitchen. One image showed an overall view of the kitchen with a large wall featuring a famous quote from Lewis Carroll's "Through the Looking Glass." She also shared pictures of her new cabinets, spice and knife drawers, an integrated refrigerator, and more. The former world number 7 said her new kitchen is one of her dreams. She revealed that her friend Andrea assisted with the renovations and that it was inspired by Georgian kitchens in England. "The kitchen of my absolute dreams. I can't take credit for the design process that went into this magical creation. My friend, Andrea, thought of literally everything when building this out with at Jewett Farms White Hart. My house was built in the early 1800s by a wonderful British family. With the home's English origins, the kitchen renovation was inspired by the beautiful Georgian kitchens in England," Collins captioned her Instagram post. The former world number 7 stated that every detail of the renovation was carefully considered, including the marble used in her kitchen, imported from Italy. "Every detail was thought of when making this kitchen. From the marble countertops being imported from Italy, to details such as straight baseboard and beautifully made slat drawers for vegetables and homemade sourdough. The majority of the drawers and inserts are made of walnut with exposed oak in a light oil finish," she continued. Collins mentioned that the craftsmanship and unique intricacies of her kitchen make it feel very special. "The craftsmanship is something so special. The integrated space for cutting boards, the floating shelves, the gorgeous copper sink, and the pantry's little pink marble worktop are some of the unique intricacies that make my kitchen feel so special." House with garden, Collins added. Reacting to Collins' kitchen makeover, Gauff described the renovations as beautiful, Keys called them stunning, and Pegula expressed her love for the changes. "So beautiful," Gauff commented. "Love it," Pegula wrote. "Stunning," Keys commented. On the tennis side, Gauff and Pegula are currently competing at the 2026 Dubai Tennis Championships. Gauff, seeded third, overcame Anna Kalinskaya in her opening match and will take on Elise Mertens in the third round. Meanwhile, Pegula, the fourth seed, defeated qualifier Varvara Gracheva in the second round and will next meet 16th seed Iva Jovic in the third round. Keys, on the other hand, withdrew from the 2026 Dubai Tennis Championships due to a lingering leg injury. Her last competition on the tour was the Australian Open, where she was defending her title. She reached the fourth round at the Melbourne Major before losing to Pegula. Golden light in the desert. The desert has a way of making everything look cinematic. Maybe it's the way the sun spills like honey across the mountains at dusk. Maybe it's the silence between the gusts of warm wind, the pause before the crowd erupts again. Or maybe it's just that tennis, under an open sky, already feels like theater. Danielle Collins stood on a balcony overlooking a sweep of terracotta roofs and distant palms, her phone angled just right. Behind her, the sky melted from apricot to rose to a violet so soft it almost seemed imagined. She posted the photo with a simple caption about a beautiful evening, nothing dramatic, nothing staged. But within minutes, her teammates and rivals alike had found it. Coco Gauff was the first to react. She had just finished a late practice session, her curls pulled into a high puff, her shoulders gleaming with effort. When she scrolled past Danielle's photo, she paused. "Okay, that's actually unreal," she muttered, half smiling. Coco has always been a creature of motion, of split steps, sprints, spinning forehands struck with fearless acceleration. But she is also young enough to still be caught off guard by beauty. She tapped the screen, zoomed in on the horizon. There was something about that sky. To Coco, it looked like possibility. The way colors blended without sharp edges reminded her of the way careers unfold, not in straight lines, but in gradients. You think you're in the orange stage, blazing and bold, and suddenly you're soft pink, reflective, learning. Then purple, deep and steady. She double-tapped the image. A quiet nod. A silent acknowledgement that Danielle, fierce competitor and unapologetic powerhouse, had found a moment of stillness. Across the grounds, Jessica Pegula was reviewing match footage on a tablet. She prides herself on her steadiness, on being analytical when the noise gets loud. But even she has her rituals of escape. A quick scroll between sessions. A glimpse of something outside the white lines. She saw the post and leaned back in her chair. "That's gorgeous," she said to no one in particular. Jessica has always understood balance. The rhythm between pressure and pause. Between ambition and contentment. She saved the image, not out of envy, but as a reminder. The tour is relentless. New city, new court, new opponent. But sometimes, beauty sneaks in unannounced. What struck Jessica wasn't just the sky. It was the framing. Danielle's silhouette in the foreground, strong shoulders, relaxed posture, as if she had stepped out of battle armor for a second. As if she allowed herself to just exist, without scoreboard or statistic. Jessica smiled faintly. Good for her, she thought. And then there was Madison Keys. Madison saw the photo while lacing up her shoes for an evening hit. She's always loved color. Bold colors, loud patterns, sunsets that look like someone spilled paint across the sky. She stopped mid-lace. Oh wow. Madison is known for power, the kind that echoes when it strikes a ball cleanly. But she has a softness to her too. A deep appreciation for art and atmosphere. The desert sky in Danielle's photo wasn't just pretty. It felt cinematic, like the final frame of a film about resilience. Madison typed a quick comment. That view is unreal. Then she added a small heart. Not performative. Just honest. The three of them, different in temperament and style, shared something in that moment. Recognition. On court, Danielle is fire. She plays with sharp edges and sharper angles. Her intensity is unmistakable, her competitive instincts honed by years of carving her own path. She doesn't apologize for her volume or her emotion. She occupies space boldly. But here, in this quiet image, she looked almost contemplative. The reactions weren't just about a sunset. They were about understanding what it means to live inside the whirlwind of professional tennis, and still find time to look up. Later that evening, Coco ran into Danielle near the practice courts. Your photo, Coco said, grinning. That sky was insane. Danielle laughed. Right? I didn't even use a filter. I believe it, Coco replied. It looked like one of those postcards you don't think are real. There was a pause, comfortable, easy. It's nice, you know? Danielle added. To just step back for a